Good morning, traders. This video we go over the S&P 500 and how to trade the S&P 500 futures and micro futures for the day using volume. We always do a top-down analysis. We're looking at the weekly chart here. We always want to try and trade against big volume for the bigger moves. What we have here is a volume profile that includes all the trading on the chart, and then a volume profile that trades just the recent couple weeks of volume. It gives us a different picture of the thin areas and where people have been most active recently in the volume profile. So bigger traders are going to be in these large profiles, and these are the people that we want to trade with when price returns. You can see here on the weekly that we came down and we tested into this big volume profile down here, matches up with this little node for the recent weeks. You can see a big bounce. It had a reversal off of the top of this candle also. So we're pushing back up this week. It's Friday, and we've got this big old gap. We're trying to get up over this volume profile right here, and if we get up above this volume profile, we're probably going to run pretty quick into the top of this candle up around 50 or so. It maybe even push beyond depending on the news cycle today. So keep in mind that you got a large volume node right up above, about 13 points above. Looking at the daily, we get a little bit more fidelity in the shape of the candles and stuff. We picked the range that we are going to trade within, which is the ATR. The average true range on the daily is 30. That gives us a top range of 29.71 and a bottom range of 29.06. You can see I've marked off a couple of levels here. We're currently bouncing off of the 29.39 level, which was kind of right into this volume node right here, and the top of the trading pattern with this candle right here. We can get a push up above this. We're probably going to go up here. 47 area right here is the bottom of these candles. It's also the bottom of the volume node, so keep your eye on 47 here. I think the better level with the volume spike right here is going to be at 50. That's where you really start to kind of run into the volume, and you've got this past point of control in the volume node. There's a couple more levels up here. You've got something at 55, 75, and this is going to be 58 right here, and that's a nice little node right there. Below, you've got 29.30 right on the top of this volume node, right into this big volume node, and then you have another one at 22, which is a spike. If somehow you manage to get back down here to the 14 level, that would probably be a great place to try and jump on board also. You got another level under here, 12, but unless there's a lot of weakness, I don't really see us coming back this far. Right now this kind of looks like, pull back into support and a pretty good bounce. It all depends if we can make it over the 29.38 level. It's kind of the line in the sand for today on whether or not we're going back down or probably going up, so just keep that in mind. Looking at the 60-minute real quick, so we get more fidelity here. You got a volume node right here. You can see it on the profile. You've got a thin area. You see the thinness right here. And then you have a profile down here that you started building, and then we traded into it. We basically tested the kind of the top of it, and then we're testing the bottom of it and getting a good bounce off of it. And we're right now in an uptrend off of that 14 level bounce, where we tested the bottom of this previous node, and you can see that we're pushing against the top of the range right here. Breaking above this gets us probably up to here, back into the all-time highs and into that volume node. So let's look at it intraday and see if we can spot some levels. So I've marked off some levels that I can see. Here's that 2958 level. It's going across that big volume node right here, and that lines up on the larger time frame and everything right here. You do have those other levels that I was talking about. There's 54, 52, 50. So you have a lot of little spikes that are in here. Not a lot of good levels up above this level right here. You've got one at 40, which is pretty high volume, and then 47. But I mean, take a look at those spikes compared to, you know, what you have in these areas. So down here, you know, here's the 30 level. You can see, you know, it's a very nice, good little pattern right here. You've got something down here, 22, right? This is the level that they fought over for most of the day yesterday, and made sure that it stayed above. When it sold off, it hit this level and bounced right out of it. So looking for levels down here. Most of your most recent volume is down here at the 30 level. You've got a little bit right here, 21, 18, and if we pull this guy over here, you've got 25. So those would be kind of the levels that I would be looking at down below using volume. And that's about it for today. So, you know, pay attention to whether or not we get up over this level right here at 39. And if so, look for the run towards the top. If we start to sell back, you've got a couple good levels down here to try and hold you, and I don't really see it selling off. But if it does get underneath the 22 level, you're probably going lower. If you like the analysis, you think this is helpful to see the levels, please subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you use volume in your trading and whether you think it's useful. And if you want to, there's practice exercises on how to draw volume profiles that you can look on my channel for. And if you have any comments that you want to leave, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you. Have a good day trading. Good luck. Happy Friday.